Hello students, welcome back to your math classes. How are you all? I hope you all are healthy and doing well. So students, I'm your mathematics educator again here with a new chapter and a new concept. And today we are going to learn about the chapter number 12, which is perimeter and area. So before starting this chapter, you have to understand what are the difference between perimeter and area and where we deal with it. So the previous chapter where we learned about the different kinds of polygons we have, the circles. So these perimeter and area are applied on that particular polygons. First thing is that. Next we have what does mean by perimeter, the boundaries we have this. These boundaries, when we deal with our boundaries, that it's called your perimeter, and when we deal with the area, so it means the area occupied, the surface occupied inside these boundaries, it's called your area. So this is a rough idea for perimeter and area. So let's get started. Perimeter of a figure is the distance around the figure. Perimeter of a figure is the sum of all lengths. Perimeter of a figure is the sum of the length of all sides of that figure. So as I already explained you that in perimeter we deal with only with the boundaries. So if you have to find out okay what is my perimeter, then simply you just have to add the measurement of PQ, QR, SR and SP and you will get your perimeter. That is easy. Now in example number 1, find the perimeter of a triangle ABC given below. So what you have to do, you just have to add these three measurements together and you will get your answer, which is 14 centimeter. In example number 2, we have a perimeter. We have to find a perimeter of a rectangle. In this, we already given this 5 centimeter, but we are intelligent. We are intelligent and we remember the previous concept in which we learned the properties of a rectangle, where we recall that where we understand it that in rectangle opposite sides are equal to each other. So all of you, are you intelligent? Yes, because you remember that. So 5 centimeter is equal to 5 centimeter and 7 centimeter is equal to 7 centimeter. So now you can simply add these four sides to get your perimeter. After this, find the perimeter of the pentagon shown alongside. So again the same process you have to do. You just have to add these measurement together and you will get your answer, which is 20 centimeter. So now we have our exercise 12.1. Find the perimeter of the given figure. So in this, what we have to do, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, that is equal to 12 centimeter. 4 5 9 9 3, again 12 centimeter. 3 5 15 centimeter. So as simple as that, you just have to repeat the same process here for rest of the figures you have and you will get your perimeter. Next we are deal with perimeter of rectangle. But ma'am, we already learned about perimeter of rectangle, so why we are repeat here again? That's why we're repeating here. Till now we are just adding these sides measurement together, but we have different formulas for calculating perimeter of different kinds of shapes we have. So first we deal with perimeter of rectangle. As we already know that in rectangle opposite sides are equal to each other. So in this case what we do, we just take these two measurements, we have to add them together, 1.5 centimeter and 3 centimeter. After adding them together, we have rest two sides are left, right? We are not adding them. So after adding, after adding these two sides together, we have to multiply it with 2 and you will get your answer, your perimeter. So according to that, what is our formula is length plus breadth multiplied by 2 is equal to your perimeter of rectangle. So next, the length of rectangular playground is 120 meter and its breadth is 75 meter. Find its perimeter. So what you have to do, you have to add them together and then multiply it with 2. You will get your answer. Now we have our exercise 12.2. The length and the breadth of some rectangles are given below. Find their perimeters. So 10 plus 7 and multiply it by 2. 10 plus 7 is 17 and 17 twos are 34 centimeter. This is your answer. One more question. 12 plus 9 multiply by 2. So 12 plus 9 is 21. 21 multiply by 2 is 42 centimeter. So you have to repeat the same process for rest of the questions you have for finding out the perimeter of the rectangles. Find the perimeters of the rectangles given below. So here again we have to repeat the same process. 7 centimeter and 3 centimeter. First we have to add them together. That is equal to 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter multiplied by 2, it's equal to 20 centimeter. So I hope so this is clear to you, and you can simply find out the perimeter or rest of figures you have. Now the length of a rectangular playground is 63 meter and its breadth is 39 meter. Ravi walked around the playground once. How many meters did he walk? So what you have to do, you have to add 63 and 39 together. After adding it, multiply by 2, you will get your answer. Now we deal with perimeter of square. That is very easy because in square we already know that all four sides are equal to each other. Okay, so if we have only one side 7 centimeters, so it is self understanding that this is also 7 centimeter, this is also 7 centimeter, this is also 7 centimeter. How many sides we have? 4 sides. So you just have, what you have to do, simply you have to multiply 4 by 7. It means the formula is 4 multiply by side. You will get your answer 28 centimeter. Thus perimeter of a square, the formula of perimeter of a square is equal to 4 into side. So till now we learnt about two formulas. The first, rectangle, where we have to add length and breadth and then we have to multiply it by 2. In this case, in square, you just have to multiply your side with 4. Okay, and always consider that students, you have to add unit after getting your perimeter. Without writing unit, you will not get full marks in your exams. Now the side of a square is 11 centimeter. Find its perimeter. That is very easy. You just have to multiply 4 by 11 and you will get your answer, which is 44 centimeter. Now we deal with perimeter of rectangle. That is more easy. You just have to add all the sides together and you will get your answer. Now exercise 12.3, we have find the perimeter of each square. So 5 centimeters, so we just have to multiply 5 by 4. You will get your answer 20 centimeter. 4 multiplied by 2.5. So you will, I hope so you know how you have to multiply in your decimals, right? 4 5s are 20, 2 4 2s are 8, 10, and you have to add a point here. So 10 centimeter is your answer. You have to find for the square C. The sides of the following squares are given below. Find the perimeter. So let's take an example for this. So 19 multiplied by 4, because the formula is 4 into side. 19 4 3. So this is your answer, 76 centimeter. 9 4s are 36, 3 4 are 30. Okay, fine. Now Nisha completed 3 rounds of a square ground. The side of ground is 9.8 meter. What distance did Nisha walk? So first of all, we have to find out the perimeter of the ground. So 9.8 multiplied by 4. You have to multiply. So 4 8s are 32. 3 4 9s are 36 plus 3 is 39. Here we have a pointer and after point we have only one digit. It means we have to place our point here. So 39.2 is your perimeter. How many rounds are taken by Nisha? 3 rounds. So again we have to multiply it with 3. 3 2s are 6, 0.39s are 27, 2 3 3s are 9 and 2 plus is 11. So this is your answer, 117.6 meter. Okay, always consider that you have to put the right unit by seeing your numbers, what unit it's applied there. Now the figure below is made up of square of 2 rectangles. Study the figure and find its perimeter. So this is for you. You have to find out. You already do so many questions related to finding perimeter of square and rectangles. So that is very easy for you. Now we deal with area, and I already told you the region occupied, the region inside your boundary, it's called your area. Closed plane figures always cover a certain amount of surface of the plane called its area. This is a triangle. The shaded part along the triangles, it's the triangular region. This is a circle and the shaded part is circular region. Square, and this is the circular region. So we understand, okay, the region we have inside the boundaries, that is your area. The measure of a region enclosed by a closed plane figure is called the area of that figure. Now we can easily measure our regional area by placing it over a circular, where we have a circular sheet making small circles, and by counting that you can easily tell how much your area is occupied here. For example, units of area, the length of the rectangles ABCD is 5 centimeter and its breadth is 4 centimeter. To find out the area of the rectangle ABCD, let us mark of distance of 1 centimeter along each side. Let us join the marks as shown in the figure. So what you have to do, you have to place it on this type of graph paper and you have to count how many 1 centimeter squares are occupied by this rectangle. The count of that, here we have 20. It means 20 centimeter square area is covered by this particular rectangle. Now we have our exercise, find the area of the given figures by counting the square of its units. So this is a kind of a rectangle we have, so we have to measure it. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So 10 multiplied by 6 is 60. It means 60 centimeter square centimeter area is occupied by this figure. Okay students, so in same way you have to write the answer for rest of the figures in this exercise we have. Now area of an irregular figure. So this is the regular figures we have. If we have this kind of figure, so what we have to do in that case, we have to count how many full squares we have, how many half squares we have, and how many half less than half squares we have, and then we have to add them together and you will get your answer. For example, the area of the given irregular figure, number of complete squares are 3, half the number of incomplete squares are 16 by 2. So you have to take 3 plus 8 and this is your answer 11. So 11 square centimeter. Find the area for the each figure. So for example, in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 are complete squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 are incomplete. We have to divide it with 2. So 8 plus 4, that is equal to 12 square centimeter. This is your answer. So in same way you have to find out the area for rest of the figures you have. Now we are dealing with the formulas of area. So first we deal area of a rectangle. Area of a rectangle is equal to the product of its length and breadth. So what you have to do, you just have to find out the length and breadth and multiply them together. You will get your area. The length and breadth of a rectangle are 14 centimeter and 7.5 centimeter respectively. Find the area of the rectangle. So 14 multiplied by 7.5 and you will get your answer 105 square centimeter. So here we have our exercise 12.6. The length and the breadth of some rectangles are given. Find their areas. The length is 9 centimeter and breadth is 3 centimeter. So length into breadth is our formula. 9 centimeter multiplied by 3 centimeter is equal to 27 square centimeter. Always consider that in perimeter you just have to put the unit similar to your number. You just have to put a single unit, centimeter, meter, that's it. But in area, after multiplying, what you see here, 1 and 2. So you 2 times multiply centimeter and centimeter. So in this case, you have to add square centimeter. Always consider that, or you can also write like this, 27 square centimeter. Okay, in your higher classes, you know the concept of this square. Till now, you just can understand it. You can write as it is. Now, the length of a rectangular plot is 29 meter and breadth is 17 meter. Find the area of the plot. So what you have to do, you have to multiply these two values together and you will get your answer. And the third question is similar to it. So I hope so students, you can find out your answer. So give a try to it. Now we are deal with area of square. So area of square, again, that is very simple for you. You just have to multiply side into side. So because all four sides are equal to each other. So in this case, if you have a square has sides 20 centimeters, so how can you find its area? You have, the formula is side into side. You just have to multiply 20 by 20. 400 square centimeter is your final answer. Now, the area of a square field is 100 centimeter. It's 100 centimeter square. It is covered by square tile of 10 centimeter square. How many square tiles are used to cover the area? So you just have to divide them together. Centimeter square is cutted by centimeter square. 0 is cancelled out to 0. You left with 10 centimeter only. Now we have our exercise 12.7. Find the area of a square of 30 centimeters. So what you have to do, 30 multiply by 30 and you have your answer 900 square centimeter. So same process you have to repeat here for rest of the parts you have. Now the area of a square roof is 90 square meter. It has to be covered with the square tiles, each of area 225 square centimeter. Find the number of tiles are required. So 225 divided by 90 and you will get your answer. There are two fields, a rectangular or B square. The length and breadth of rectangular fields are 12.5 and 12 meter respectively. The side of a square field is 13 meter. Calculate the area and find which field is bigger by how much. So what you have to do, first you have to multiply 12.5 by 12 and then you have to multiply 13 by 13. This is your area of rectangle and this is your area of square. Okay, so 13 is 169 and 120 multiplied by 12, 10, 1, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 1, 0, 0, 1, 5, 1. And you have to place a point here. So this is your 150 square centimeter, 169 square centimeter, 169 minus 150. So your answer is 19 square centimeter become. Use a graph paper in which each square measure 1 square centimeter and to draw the following. So you have to draw English letter L covering 6 square centimeter and English letter T covering 18 square centimeter, which we already do in our above section. So you can easily do that. Next we have our estimation of an area. Showing a slate, Ritu asked Rehana to give an estimate as to how many erasers will be required to cover the slate. Rana replied 12 erasers. Ritu passed the same question to Priya. Priya said 16 erasers. Whose estimates is more accurate? When Priya covered the slate by arranging eraser on it, she needed exactly 18 erasers to do. So thus Priya's estimate is more accurate. So now estimation means the Hindi word we are using for estimation for lagbhag. When we don't require a particular kind of measurement, we just take a random measurement to just for example, as Priya said, okay, fine, to cover this slate we need 16 erasers and Rehana said 12 erasers. So this is a random suggestion given by anybody to cover, to fill anything. So now you have your worksheet where you have a combination of questions so here is you have your worksheet where you have combinations of questions which we already do in our exercise. So what you have to do, first you have to complete your exercise and then you have to come to your worksheet and then what you find you can easily solve it. After this your maths lab activity which you have to perform in your maths lab. So this is the end of your chapter, students. I hope so you understood it very well. So now I'm going to meet you in your next class with a new chapter. Till that, bye bye. Have a good day.